Welcome to Rad, a daily reader for Reddit. Like and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. There is no privacy in my house. My mom has been snooping around my phone and a lot of my social media platforms trying to see what I say to my friends and what I'm looking up. This has been going on for months now. I've had to leave group chats and flat out stop talking to friends just to make sure they don't send me messages that could get me in deep trouble. There are just some friends that I absolutely cannot lose contact with. So I came up with an idea to just completely wipe every text message and Instagram DM I get from friends before bed every night. It's not because of the things I send, but because they have a sense of humor moms don't understand. Anyways, I woke up this morning expecting my phone to be looked over, and sure enough, I could tell it was before she brought it up. She told me that she knew I was deleting my messages and that the more clean someone or something is, the more suspicious they are. I decided that the right thing to do was to come clean on why I delete all of my messages. I go on to say that my friends send things that I don't want her seeing. I also see a chance to try and express my opinion on how she snoops around my phone. I tell her that I would really like some privacy when it comes to my messages, and the only way to get that is to delete them every night. This is where she looked me dead in the eye and said, "There is no privacy in my house," she said. This several times, each drilling away at my brain. I feel so useless in my own house, not being able to discuss these types of things with my own mom. Thanks to the 3 people sorting by new who let me vent. And please feel free to leave advice in the comments. There is no privacy in my house. WTF, dude, everyone needs privacy. Op should walk in on their mom showering and quote her own words. Try explaining that to my mum. Old guy here, 34. I wanted to chime in to say that I dealt with this exact thing as a teenager. Mom would open the door gangbusters style to try to catch me doing what teenagers do. It has had a very lasting negative effect in my life to this day. I never expect privacy and I have my own apartment to myself. It's really, really awful. I know how difficult it can be to get through to mothers that are being overbearing. I would suggest trying to look up some resources online that can help you deal with this type of stuff. It isn't fair to you and it wasn't fair to me. Best of luck. Privacy is a human right, so shush is actually violating the law. Yes and no. A child's privacy is part of a parent's, and this is for good reason. It enables a parent to use their advanced knowledge and skills to defend a child's privacy rights from outsiders, as well as giving the parent the ability to detect and intervene in actually dangerous situations, e.g. a pedo grooming a kid online. This is an instance of a mother overreaching her justified authority because she is scared of the unknown and wants to know her child is safe, because she simply doesn't know he or she is actually just cracking crude jokes. She is coming from a good place, but she is going too far because there isn't actually a reason to do any of this, according to Up at least. Use Snapchat as it auto-deletes your chat and just say that's how it works. Do this, but also, 1. Delete the Snapchat app itself before your mom goes through your phone. Then re-download it and log in again once you get it back. 2. Or you could have 2 separate Snapchat accounts. One is clean and has nothing on it. The other has messages with your friends. Log out of the messages one, and into the clean one every time your mom checks your phone. If your mom asks why you have Snapchat and why there are no messages on it, say you just downloaded it for the filters. I'm betting she probably has restrictions set, where she has to grant permission for every app he downloads. I will never understand parents like this. My son is almost 16. Do I want to know where he's going? And who will be there? Of course. Do I want to read every conversation he has with his other 16-year-old friends? Hell no. Hell no. Edit. Someone asked why I am on here. Since I have a teenager, but I'm no longer one myself. It's a valid question. I'm a family physician, and while I encourage parents to employ an actual pediatrician, some like to use the same doctor for the entire family. It might sound silly, but I like to know what's going on in the world with teenagers. Like a lot of teens, my son doesn't want to sit down and share all his thoughts, feelings with his mom. I don't want to say something bad about your mother, cus, it's none of my business, but she sounds like a control freak, if you get me. I'd say Op should become a control freak over his mom's devices until she stops. Just go and try to mess with her devices and look at her convos and tell her There is no privacy in your house. I made this point to my mom. Now I barely checks my phone. Not like there's anything to see. And when she does, she lets me watch and she says she won't go through my messages. I also made the point of my friends tell me things. Not you. Some things are sensitive. I don't care if you're my mother. You don't get to see them. Edit. What I'm hearing is that a lot of your guys' parents aren't shall we say, progressive in their methods. My point isn't to speak back to them, but rather, do make the point of, I worked for my friend's trust. Did you? They tell me things that aren't for your eyes. I'm allowed to have a life outside of what you know about me. Same thing happens to me except my mom confiscates my phone for months. Gives it back. I mess up again and bam. It's gone. This has been happening since I was like 10. I might just be the problem, but I say, look forward to the day you can finally leave home. Try and carefully explain to her why that will end up ruining some friendships, because it will. Thanks for watching Rad. Like and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. If you like these videos, check out Rad too.